How are you? Been a minute, eh? We're back to porcelain today too. Very exciting stuff. We're gonna make two different teapots today. One's gonna be a triple stacker and one's gonna be a double stacker out of porcelain. And they're gonna be more rocky than the other pieces. What are you up to today? Turns out I don't remember how to throw. Come on, buddy, close off. Ugh. First day back. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. The top's blown out because we're gonna be stacking these directly on top of each other. So I'm gonna be opening up the top anyway. I just kind of wanted to have food be formed before I did that. So now that that's heated up, I think I can just cut this part out. I can throw this a lot more easily. I'm just having a hard brain day. So the next firing is in like a week. It's on the 18th, whenever that is. I don't know what day it is today. I don't know what like where we're at in this month at all. But next firing is pretty soon. None of this will get in what we're making today. We're making work for the next soda firing, which should be in um, about a month, maybe 3 weeks. You should let me think about this. How did I want to do this? I guess it could actually go down to the bottom because we're gonna go break through the mid section. I'm actually gonna cut off the top there. Should I want to cut off more than that? Okay. I may remake the first layer we did because I conceptually understand what I'm doing now. It took me one to get into it. Actually, it should fit. I think that'll be fine, actually. So this one is going to get a top with a gallery, but I'm kind of also considering maybe making baskets for the interior section. Hi, hi. How's it going? Guess I threw it too thin. And there you guys can really see the thinness there. So today is just kind of like a fun, quick day in the studio to get back into the working cycle. I'm not really trying to take stuff super seriously today. Okay, so the three parts we just made make up one teapot. And now we're going to throw down a second teapot. Forget how much porcelain explodes on you when you torch it. Fire is hot. Are you guys aware of this? Okay. Now, next teapot body. Hold on, it's getting hot in here. I'm going to take this off. So I really wanted to work on the purple play, but the next firing is soda. And I have a feeling that we're going to enjoy this clay body more than the other one. You're okay, little dog. Olive, you're okay. We're gonna make some normal teapots as well that are just kind of like this. This is not what I want though for this, so we're gonna cut this off way down here. Honestly, both of them might turn into two stackers instead of one being a triple stack because that first piece I made for the triple, the first thing I threw there, I didn't know what I was doing. Now I conceptualize and kind of figure out what to do properly. Aki, tell me everything. How are you? We're gonna make your bunny rabbit soon, by the way. I have not done it yet, but it is gonna be made very soon. Good. Also, I'm realizing what I can do instead. I was going to do for this, I was going to do a triple and a double stacker, but what I might do instead is actually one triple stacker and one just normal teapot. I think that actually, I think I have the right size clay, so I'll just grab one of this. This will just turn into a normal teapot. I tell you about the new um, project I'm going to work on. I don't think I did, so I'm going to tell you here. I'm going to make this art piece, and it's going to be like a water scene, and it's going to be an 8x8 frame of this mahogany frame that I'm going to make. It's going to be about 3 inches deep, uh, and it's going to be a water scene with a fish jumping out, but every single piece of it is going to be a small porcelain fish. So the water will be porcelain fish. The fish will be made up of smaller fish. The background scenery will be fish. So so I don't go crazy, I'm gonna make a mold. I'm gonna make just one fish and then make a mold. Um, but I ran out of plaster of Paris, so I gotta go. I'm gonna go downtown today and see if they have any plaster, and hopefully they do. Even if they have it just in like a wet form and not a dry form, that's fine too. Honestly, because I only need such a small amount, right? As you know, I'm trying to like kind of maybe get into more artsy stuff. So I think that'll be good for me. And then I can actually start selling at the galleries around me because I can charge enough to justify them taking 40%. I've never been able to do that because 40% when you're a potter is literally you just not making any money. If you're electric fire potter, that's fine, but atmospheric, I'm losing money every single pot. So now that there's only five of you in here, um, I want to talk about how badly the black clay did during my shop update. I'm kind of shocked. The black clay was so spectacular. Um, and I'm kind of like shocked and honestly pretty disappointed. I don't think I sold a single black clay piece. Um, but so this wasn't the shape I was going for, this like gourd shape. Do we want to keep this or should we just make it round? It's kind of cute like this. Maybe I'll even extend out the gourd a little bit on the top section. Right, I'm not crazy about it. That series of black clay with flashing slip might be one of my favorite um, black clay series that I've put out. There's one other series that I liked more from a different kiln, but from my kiln, that might be my favorite black clay series. And I'm shocked, genuinely shocked that a single one sold. I think that a single T-bowl sold? Insane. That's okay. It's fine. It's, honestly, this time of year, I do, as soon as it gets hotter weather, I start doing worse. Granted, my June firings are usually do really well. But at the end of the day, people like blue. I mean, the reason we're doing porcelain today is because I know blue sells better. Not thrilled about that, but that's okay. Um, Question, Amanda, is your hippo coming today or is it coming tomorrow? Work. Gotcha.
They'll probably come tomorrow then. All right, I know usually this is not the order of events. We're not going to keep this one. This will be our chuck. If I can make it into a chuck.
Hi, hi. I think. Oh, wait. That's oops. I forgot. I actually want a chuck that looks like this. Forgot that I changed how I was making these happen through. Okay, so if you're curious what we're doing here, me, I'm from Scandinavia. Where are you from? These are going to stack on top of each other and make a big mega teapot. This was supposed to be the bottom. It's going to be the midsection now, so we're going to round this one off and then cut a hole through it. Aki, what's the weather like there? Is it getting warmer? Oh, that's cool. And yet you've never invited me to come visit? My God. Are you from there? What's the scenery like in Uzbekistan? Mountains? What are we, what's the weather like? I don't know anything about Uzbekistan. Fair. Oh, I was gonna buy a new mic for us. Swah, what's up? I was gonna buy a new mic for us so we could listen better, but when I went to buy a new mic, I then ended up spending quadruple what I was gonna spend on a mic and just bought more stocks. So no new mic today. But I was looking at it for us. Dragon, what's up? How is everybody? Oh my god, the gang's all here. We're finally back to the work cycle. Wah. And I was telling Amanda and Aki, okay, wait, okay, enough about me. China? What are you doing in China? I want to go to China. Are you gonna get lots of tea, I hope? And maybe bring back to the States a little bit that I will 100% pay for?
How long are you going for? Tell me everything. Okay. Well, your cousin lives in China? What are they doing in China? Oh, thanks, Dragon. Oh my God, I'm so excited. You're traveling a lot right now. Good on you. I'm doing Jack Diddley for summer. I'm like half tempted to go camping this week though. I might do that. Okay. That's awesome. That's gonna be spectacular. I can't wait to see pictures and everything. That's gonna be wonderful. I'm so jealous. What's the flight like from where you are? One of the few reasons I haven't been to China is just because I don't want to sit on a plane that long. Okay, I was a little confused by that. But so not a cousin to begin with and then became husband, just husband. Only moderate judgment over here. Okay, fair. I mean, that's should be same with me, but I signed up for this kids camp thing. So I have a meeting at today at some point. Yeah, fair. I definitely would like to go at some point. I think the next trip for me is going to be Portugal, but I'm not sure. Um, May, tell me a couple things. What kind of business would you like? Do you want to be atmospheric? Do you want to be electric? Do you want mold making business? Do you want a throwing business? Do you want a hand building business? Are you trying to sell to, would you like to sell to like at farmers markets? Would you like to sell online? Do you want to do wholesale? Like, tell me a little bit more about what you even think about doing there. And then we can start getting into pricing on things and how profitable it is. I mean, kind of, Swa. Swa, tell me about yourself. What's happening? Tell me everything today. Yes, please. 100%. I would love that, Dragon. Thank you. I think a project I would like to do this. I don't think my student is actually going to build this kiln that he's been talking about building. And I just saw on Facebook Marketplace someone selling a shit ton of brick for $1 each. And so I think that I might just build myself a small kiln. I was gonna do it as a workshop, um, but I've never done it myself, so I don't really know. Uh, Online, and then are you doing more artsy stuff? Are you going down a specific route? Tell me more about that, and like what kind of stuff you're trying to make. Like again, hand building, slip casting, wheel throwing. Oh no, swamp. Do you have any idea? Do you take a seasonal job? Me personally, don't go my route. Let's see. Each one of these wheels today costs. Amanda, you just bought one of these wheels. How much do these cost? Like $1,800. I have two of these and a Brent. I have two uh, electric kilns that if you bought brand new, one would be $5,000. The other one would have been $2,800. I have a wood kiln that cost me around $17,000. Clay. is the cheap part of this whole thing. I buy about 1,000 pounds each time I go up, and that costs me about $700 each time I go and get clay. Um, it's $260 per cord of wood. And I fire my and I need a cord of wood, a half cord per firing. Um, then there's miscellaneous stuff all over the place. So if you want to do it how I did it, which I do not recommend, uh, let's conservatively say like $50,000, 30, 40, $35,000, something like that. I can't do math though. So I have this issue in the summer. I make no money. No one buys any of my work midsummer. And every single midsummer, thank you, Amanda. Every single midsummer, I'm like, can I keep even profitably doing this? It always bounces back when the season gets cooler and people want to buy pottery and stuff like that again. But like, I feel that I have a seasonal depression, not just because I don't like the summer, but I also make no money. So, I can relate in that front. What about like a farming job? Around here, there's always farming jobs available. If I was desperate, I could go pick tomatoes every day for minimum wage, but still something. Well said, Swa. I mean, you can make money if you don't do what I did. If you want to make money in pottery, what you should do are slip cast uh, work or like press mold work, and then sell at restaurants and sell all electric fired with a clear white glaze, keep costs down, go to cone six, electric fire it. You can mass produce work. You could sell all of the work for $20 a piece, if not cheaper, and you can make bank. You could probably pull in 30 grand a month if you did it like that. I'm just too stupid and stubborn to switch over, and I just don't want to throw my soul away. I like the artistic aspect of what I'm doing, and if you do it that way, you're um, making money and you can survive. But then it's not really like an art job anymore. It's more of just like a normal 9 to 5 where you're just clocking in and out, paying yourself. I see. So there's going to be rocks. So I want this rounded off. I think I told you guys some dude called me up the other day trying to sell me all of his pottery equipment. He's some like production potter up north from me, and he was telling me that he's pulling in like 20 grand a month on the slow months. But like, I understand that there's more money there. I just don't want to do it, and I'm not desperate enough to switch over yet. I'm getting closer. Each moving month, everything gets more expensive around here. I'm getting a little bit more desperate, and I might have to switch over at some point. But or I have production days that I never show you guys that I'm just selling cheaply that people around here are electric fired, and then I have the art days like what we're doing here. Oh, you should. I have my CDL. But you could also you could drive with that, you could drive like those buses that drive like old people who can't drive to locations. There's room. People always need people that for that. Um, and I think there's like a lot of options outside of like driving like a truck. the big truck. You can just drive one of like get a job, get your CDL, and then drive one of those half buses. That's what I drive, and they're great. They're not scary to drive. The jobs associated with them are chill. Oh, but the thing is, I didn't have to pay for mine. The school I work for paid for me to get it, so I don't even know how much it costs to get it. I'm sure it's probably expensive. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like that idea. Okay, we're gonna trim this guy, and then we're gonna put that other one together. I'm doing things way out of order today because we're just getting back. Today's our first day back growing after the firing and trying to sell cycle. So this is not going to be as light as I want it to be, but I really like that curve, so I don't really want to get rid of it. I'm looking forward to this one though, even if it's not going to be quite as light as I want it to be. So I don't know if you guys noticed too, I did not mix any silica sand into this clay. We're going for butter porcelain for a little bit. We haven't done this for over a year and a half. That's going to be a cool teapot. Okay, interesting. Should have kept it how it was before, actually. That's curious. Actually, maybe I can just get away with it. Right? No, it's not. That's why, so when it gets a little warmer in here, you won't see me in here during the day from like 12 to 4. You won't see me in here, which is why I took that summer job, because that's the hours of the summer job. It's too hot in here. I have a fan and I have doors that open up to the, actually here, check this out. So I finally was able to open up my sliding door. So this looks out to the road. Isn't that nice? And then I have the door that I normally come out of. Isn't it? That door is, I insulate during the winter. I use full insulation, and I'm able to keep it nice and toasty in here with that. Yeah, fair. My I'm really lucky. My floors in here are is a concrete floor, so it actually stays really pretty cool in here compared to my apartment. I don't have AC in my actual house, and so this space actually is cooler than my actual house is. Oh, the melting. I don't know why people like summer. Never made sense to me. Everybody always complains about winter. That's like I'm not dying in the winter. Kind of cool, right? Thanks. So we'll add a spout somewhere, and or here's the other option, guys. We could just add a lid, and then this could just be a tea jar for a loose leaf tea. Would this be a better jar than it would a teapot? And I'm kind of leaning towards it might be a better jar. As much as I hate to say that out loud, we'll make the other one into a teapot for sure, but I think I'm gonna keep this as a jar. I like this as a stacking stone jar. Okay. Cool. I think that's super cool. All right, let me grab a piece of porcelain to do the lid and spout for the actual teapot we're making. Look at my cup, which I have a bunch of these for sale right now. Oh, I'm gonna do this thing, by the way, and this is, and I'm curious what you guys think about this. I was thinking about because we're live all the time. I was thinking that if we're currently live and someone makes a sale while we're currently live, you get 10% off. Is that like a cool idea? Like I don't know how to even necessarily pitch it, but just if we're ever live and anything's bought from any place while we're live on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, it's 10% off. I just don't necessarily know how to promote it. Or like I guess I just say that in my next post or whatever. Well, I just made a video and it started the video yesterday and it's gonna hopefully finish up tonight. Um, cool. I'm glad you guys are into it. I think it's gonna be nice. It's like because I have my a lot of the time I don't forget to mute my notifications. So like if someone bought something right now, I would see it. Um, so I'm making I'm probably saying the wrong name, but it's called Soft. It's like a elderflower drink. And I make it every year. And so I'm making a video about it. It's just elderflowers and lemon and stuff like that. Which glaze are we talking about? Like there's no glaze at all on that particular piece that I've been drinking out of today. Right? I have a huge elderberry trees right outside my studio. And so anyway, I've been making this video. It's taking me a couple days to do because you have to like let it ferment for 12 hours. Then you have to freeze it because I turned ice cubes and I add seltzer to the ice cubes that have the elder fusion. And what's cool about it this time is that my own elderflowers, oranges from my tree, lemons from my tree, and the sugar is my maple syrup that I made this year. So it's all everything about it I made on the property, which I think is kind of fun. Now I started doing this kind of lid, but I'm realizing a domed lid might be nicer for this. I think a dome lid would be better for this piece. Well, if you visit in the next 2 weeks, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to be out at least of this current batch. I'll drink it all in the next 2 weeks for sure. Yeah, I think this lid's going to be better than the other lid for this particular shape. What do you guys think? Good. Bye. Have a good time. I hope the therapy therapy is going okay. We'll talk soon. Have a great day.
So I don't know if I told you guys I agreed to be a part of a studio tour for the local art association. Um, Slightly begrudgingly, because I've talked to you guys about that place before, and it's kind of like I kind of consider that organization like an abusive ex-girlfriend that I just keep going back to. Um, but uh, the so the one of the reasons I didn't immediately sign up to do it is that they were going to take a like any organization that isn't artist organization, they take like 70% of any sales. So on the tour, they would take 40%, which is something that I cannot afford. It just I will have work that you can see, but I talked to the guy. I'm like, hey, I'm happy to do the tour, but I will not be selling any work because it's just too much of a cut. But I'm hoping maybe I can get some private lessons out of it, um, or some people to come to tea services, something like that. Because I have a lot of cool stuff that I'm not showing because it's specifically for the tea services. Kind of like a longer spout on this guy. Maybe that's too long. Excuse me. Thanks, Dragon. We need to have a Discord tea sesh. Maybe next weekend. Wait, no, you're going to China. We'll wait till you get back from China. Okay. Let's trim these lids. No, I don't want to use this clay to trim. We're going to use the scrappier clay.
Come on, buddy. That's fine. Way more clear on that than I thought.
That's kind of amazing. We're a little big here, but I also went too far up, so I changed the angle of this. So we're gonna have to get this thing to go down. I bet you if you got used to it, you'd be fine with it though. Also, I don't know if I asked about more about how the Friday. Will you tell me more about how the Friday went? Once I screw this up this badly. How did I screw this up? Ah. I may have to remake this lid. I was trying to make it lighter and it wasn't dry enough before I pushed into it. Silly me. That's what it is. Bye, dragon. Awful, awful, awful words. I mean, it works well with the pot though. Here, check it out. I'm actually not mad at how it sits. Kind of nice, eh? Actually, I don't mind that. Didn't you have your event on Friday? And did I ask you about it? Did we talk about it? I'm just so lost right now. My brain is all over the place.
Awesome. Hell yeah, that's so exciting. Well, hello, my German friend. How are you? Let me look at this from a distance real quick. I think I'm fine with it. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay. Did I tell you I was so tired yesterday that like I literally I taught two private lessons and then I was so brain dead I couldn't talk. I like went over to say hello to my folks and I like couldn't function and I just left and went to bed at 8. Yeah. I was I'm just like out of it. I still don't feel like I've had enough sleep, honestly. Damn. Damn. Wow. Did it take care of it? Are you all good? All right. So clearly everybody's just tired. This is just the week of being exhausted. Damn, busy. Yeah. Aki, what's oh my God. You really need a break, Aki. Are you feeling okay today? Seriously? Oh my God. That's depressing. Was how many people were injured or more than injured? You got my jacket in your water bowl, huh? Up you go.
There's a good queen. I'm so sorry, Aki. When's school done, Aki? It has to be soon, right? Hmm. Damn. That's terrifying, Amanda. Oh, so really soon. We're in June, aren't we? Oh, Aki, I'm so sorry. It is causing me some emotional distress right now. We're almost there, size-wise. The piece isn't deep enough, that's the issue. Uh, I'm just happy I'm not back in school. Every time you're talking about schooling, Aki, I'm just happy that I'm not there. Uh, it's just sounds so tiring and tough.
And this lid does not want to fit properly. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, we're rooting for you, Aki. Sounds good. I'm worried this will it's gonna warp. I should have reused the soft clay to trim these. I really screwed up on not doing that because it's created an unevenness on the top. And I can't come back from it unless I start again, and I don't really want to start again, so I wonder if I can push the gallery down a little bit. I should stop messing with this because it's already pretty dry porcelain, so don't know. It's kind of what I was looking for. God, that's frustrating. I'm getting bored, so we're not going to fix it. Ugh. Thanks. You do any pottery yourself? Don't make dishes take up too much space in the kiln, but I have lots of vases. I think there's even some vases over on my website right now. Ah, where are all my tools? Everything's such a mess right now. I don't know where my tools are. Hello. How are you guys? Oh, no complaints. Just it's a beautiful day here today. It's like perfect studio weather. So
Oh my goodness, so philosophical for you this morning. Right. Last thing we need to do is make a handle for this guy.
What's up, Becky? Hopefully you get one today. Oh, oh, Aki.
Um, here or here? This lower one probably, right? I'm struggling a little bit aesthetically. I think lower makes more sense. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I wish I had my metal rib that had teeth on it. I don't know what's happened to it. Oh, my student stole it. Of course. Typical student behavior. I like that teapot. So we got that done today. And then the other thing we finished today was this guy. Thanks. I think they're gonna pool really nicely. All right, I should go. I gotta get ready for this meeting. Aki, keep us posted. Amanda, if you're in here, hope you're having a good day. And I'll see you guys probably not today, but probably tomorrow. Maybe today. We might come back. I don't know. Bye everyone. Oh yeah,